This is really hot and uncomfortable, but honestly, it beats getting started on what I'm gonna do next. It's really bad and a bit sad.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
It's funny how motivated I was only a week ago, knowing that the only thing the M104 Turbo Swap W203 needed was a tune, and we can finally have some fun with it. Little did I know what was about to happen. Before we get into all that, I do need to fix a flat on the AU Falcon, and we have some more bad news on it that I'll get into while I get that done.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scar.
This beast has come such a ways, from looking like your granddad's car to looking like 14-year-old me's wildest wet dream come true.
Call me a god. Call me a god.
However, that's going to be about its final form, because I'll probably make 1 or 2 more Falcon Friday videos and then get started on removing the engine and get it ready for its new life. Now let's go get that tire fixed so that we can move the Ford over there where the Ricer Benz is standing, and then get the Ricer Benz into the garage and get started on all of that.
Many hours later.
3 tire places later, ended up replacing a tire. Damage was worse than I thought, but anyway, let's get it back on the car. Finally, let's get this thing back into the garage. Okay, first start of the new year. Let's see if it'll fire up. Still does that. Unbelievable how much smaller the W203 is compared to the Ford. I mean, when I have the Ford in here, there's absolutely no space for activities. Give me a second. You might be thinking, wow, did this guy really stone chip his hood? Well, no, I didn't. This is me messing up. But this is the least of our problems at the moment. Like we all know, the car does have an oil leak that I tried to fix before that was unsuccessful. Now the oil leak isn't that bad, and the plan was to at least get the car tuned and then spend the time to fix it. Unfortunately, Lance is on a little vacation and he'll only be back on the 10th or 11th, I think. So we have some time to look into it now. So we'll get the car jacked up here in a second and try to figure out a plan for that. But for now, let's step over to the back and then I'll show you the newest development of problems. While we are at the back, I also got a question about the spoiler, on how that came out. Well, that's just as bad or maybe worse than the hood. It's really hard to stay motivated in times like this, but I guess it's just part of the process, part of the fun. Can't have the good days without the bad days, eh? Let's just put this over here. Then our latest issue is in here, right over there. Whew! First of all, it's a really bad gas odor in here, and that is because we have a leak on this freaking surge tank. Now, I've built this and rebuilt this a couple of times. Well, I started off with having like a 50-liter fuel cell in here, but I wanted to keep the car's original fuel tank in a working order so that you can just stop at a gas station, fill up, and yeah, just like a normal car. That's why I added the surge tank. So from the original fuel tank, it pumps fuel into this tank, and then from this we have the bigger fuel pump to feed the engine. But this system is a bit more complicated than just that. The way the fuel tank of the car works is because the drive shaft runs like between two pieces of the fuel tank and there's like a hump in the middle, it uses pressure to keep both sides at the same level. So that just means this little tank also sees some pressure. The material that I used was aluminium, but it's a very thin aluminium, so because it keeps moving, I think it keeps cracking. So I'll have to make a new plan with that. Not looking forward to that, but I mean, gotta do what you gotta do. But we'll get into it very soon and get it fixed before Lance comes back from holiday so we can freaking tune this thing. But for now, let's get the car jacked up in the front so that we can start figuring out a plan for that oil leak. Now that we have the car in the air on all four corners, or well, two front corners and then on the diff in the middle at the back with the jack over there, we can go down here and see where this oil is coming from. So here we have a couple of drops, and I think, yeah, that's new as well. So let's get down there and figure out where the hell this oil is coming from. It's a bit difficult to film down here, but I'm going to do my best. So I think that somewhere along the sides of the oil pan we have a leak, but when you look at this bracket over here, that's full of oil as well, and it's a ways away from the oil pan. So that might be the timing gear cover that's leaking, I'm not sure. But then when you look back over here, you can't really see it on camera, but everything is a bit caked with oil right now. Under the car, as you go back, everything is starting to get caked in oil. I think the best thing to do now is to try and clean everything up the best that I can, and then we'll start the car up and see exactly where the leak is. The cover I was talking about is this one over here, timing gear cover or your timing chain cover, whatever. And when you look in there, you can also see it's a bit wet. But that leak has always been there and it's never leaked this much, so it has to be something else. So let's clean it up down there and then see if we can figure out where the leak is coming from. Alright, so I got it cleaned up and all nice and dry so we can see exactly where the leak is coming from. Hopefully it'll make itself known and pretty obvious. So let's start up the car and have a look. Okay, so I had the car running, getting up to temperature for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, so that we can have the oil at its thinnest that it can possibly be. And I found about 3 or 4 leaks on the oil pan itself, as well as another leak on the turbo feed line that runs to the turbo and also to this gauge inside the car. Now I have about 5 or 6 days until Lance comes back from holiday to figure that out, but I think the most important thing at this point is fixing the fuel leak. So I'm thinking about building a new surge tank for the car. Maybe this time I'll get it right. Yeah, I'm sorry for being a bit sad in this video. I am truly blessed to be doing what I'm doing. I mean, this is really a dream come true. It's not always the easiest, and I really try to stay positive. I can't blame anyone but myself. I mean, I did everything on this car myself, and I need to constantly remind myself about that. But anyway, I'll also have some more time now because unfortunately there won't be any more Falcon Friday videos. I've decided that whole situation isn't doing that good. So the plan is in about a month's time I'll start removing the engine, so you can still watch the Falcon Friday videos. I have 3 extra, so for the next 3 weeks there will be Falcon Friday videos, building the bull bar and the snorkel and all that. And to everyone that became a member to watch those videos, thank you for your support, but you might as well go ahead and cancel your membership. Not all ideas are good ideas, but I mean, you gotta try, gotta do what you gotta do, gotta try new things. Unfortunately, not everything works out. Or you can still be a member of the channel, and maybe later on we'll figure out a way to give you some extra perks. Hopefully in the next video I have some better news and we can get to fixing some stuff, but for now that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and then I'll see you in the next one.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.